Hello, hello. It's Shanique here. We're going through the No BS remote cleaning checklist. Every day, the plan is to go live. So check me live anywhere around 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to go through each key steps throughout the whole checklist. If you want the copy of the checklist, all you have to do is join the private um, Profit Mindset Mastery group, Discord group, which is also free. It is a support group. It's not a coaching group. So to access the list, the group is meant to already have a community of other people that also want to grow a remote cleaning business, and you can collaborate and chat together. The checklist is meant to help those worldwide with emphasis to Canada and US. I am from Canada, so I have that experience, and I have collaborated and worked with cleaning business mentors in the US as well. So I know some knowledge, but I've implemented prompts in the entire checklist so that you can plug in the certain information to have chat give you the best results based on your country and your market. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen here on YouTube, this is essentially an instruction video for the actual checklist. Okay. Perfect. Seeing my back end of my YouTube. Now you see my camera. All right. So this is the check. For those of you on TikTok, this is the checklist, the main master page. And we're going to go through the first step, which is key step, complete identity breakthrough exercise. So I'm going to update it here. What it looks like. Click it, and then I'm just going to go right here. So the first part, this identity breakthrough is we're not even going into the market yet. We're not being exposed to it. This exercise is for you internally so that you can prepare yourself and identify yourself what you truly are, your vision. A lot of us entrepreneurs start and we automatically place ourselves in the beginner. Rightfully so. We are beginning, but that mindset limits us from our options. We think that because we're inexperienced, we need the inexperienced jobs. Because we're new, we can't do certain things, which is not the truth. And I think because we've already think that, it took me 3 years to realize that. When do you tell yourself you're experienced now? When did the aha moment comes? There's not a sign from God. There's no one gonna tap you on the shoulder and said, you are ready, my dear. You can now go for commercial cleanings. That's not gonna happen. You have to already identify yourself as the company you want from the beginning so that you can have clear decisions on what your business looks like from the beginning, or you will be trapped and realize 3, 5, 7 years from now, you've never made growth because you haven't made intentional decisions based on what your desired results are, and you keep yourself in the current state. So if you see on this identity professional matrix, it's basically asking you to be honest with yourself. Where do you believe that you identify with, and what give you certain focuses that you're probably thinking about, the language you're using, even how you're pricing or the making your decisions. So you might think, no, I'm a CEO, I'm a business owner. But then when you realize you're already telling people, oh yeah, so someone went up to you and said, like, what do you do? Like, oh, I clean. You own a business. Why would you say you clean? And even if you are not doing the cleaning, in the next identity level, it says owning a business. You will say, I have a small business, or I just started out. I have a new cleaning business. Where if I scroll down now and you're seeing CEO, sorry guys, on TikTok, you won't be able to see the full thing. If you want to go on YouTube right now, you'll be able to see it. Okay. If you scroll down to CEO, the CEO is already focused on vision. And like, if we could business owner and CEO, you could be one, you could be two, both of them, because they're actually two different titles. You could be a business owner, but you don't have to be the CEO, especially if you sell off your business or you have like different people, like obviously titles. But having the CEO, it means that there's more than ownership, but there's leadership. So if you see here, their focus is on vision, on strategy, on leadership. Their language when it comes to speaking about their business, they use the words company, we deliver, we transform, we do, like, it's not just I clean commercial offices, or yeah, we just cater to more residential. My company delivers what? A transformation. They speak those things. And again, this verbiage isn't meant for you to share to everyone. It's for you to identify within yourself first, so that your business decisions, your decisions and how you move aligns to what you identify yourself as. Okay, that's a quick run through, and then it will have reflection questions on what you discovered, how to reuse the right language when you go about your day moving forward. Where can you go into your social media, your conversations, your past messages, and redefine what your language looked like. Okay, removing labels like small, new, inexperienced, just starting, right? There's certain conversations where you just actually don't have to say those things. You can pinpoint your conversations on the growth that you're making. Part two. Part two is your language pattern audit. So you might say to yourself, oh, but I don't think that way. I know I'm a business owner, I have full value, but if you audit how you speak about yourself in your business, you will very much realize how often you downplay yourself and your business every single day. And you question why clients don't respect you. You wonder why you don't show up. You wonder why you're procrastinating. You wonder why you feel burnt out, because you're not even aligning with who you identify within yourself. So you cannot outrun what you believe in yourself internal and think that your external actions is just going to automatically just catch up. Okay. So what are your current languages? You might be using like, I'm just a small cleaning operation. We're not as big as, we're comparing as, or I want to be like Molly Maid. I always said that. Honey, Molly Maid wants to be with me, period. And upgrade your language and your confidence in your CEO. You first do this privately so that your conversations becomes fluent. And when you show up in networking events, you talk to your friends, you're more confident because you believe within yourself. You're not trying to look for the support from other people. You've already identified who you are and what you are visioning yourself as the CEO, the owner of your business to be, and no one else can remove that from you. That's where vision comes from. You don't find your vision outside and internally, or else you're going to continuously be ran um, by social influence, by other cleaning business owners, what they've done in their business. You have no idea why they're doing it. You have no idea what they're willing to invest. What are you willing to invest? You need to identify that for yourself so you can make confident business decisions aligned with your vision, which would then be aligned with your business goals. Everything is corresponding. Part three is identifying your CEO statement, which is essentially your CEO affirmation. And it's breaking down exactly if you were to go to a networking event, or just even when you have your downtimes, or when you're about to do cold calls, or you're about to do a walkthrough, what are you saying to yourself? How are you confirming yourself as the CEO identity, so you can remove those nerves, so you could hold strong in your vision, so that you're convinced within yourself and nothing externally will deter that. So you're going to go through this worksheet. I obviously underneath it, you guys don't see it, but underneath it, you'll see what you need to replace it with inside. Here's an example. So I think I have the example here for you guys too. Yeah. Here's an example of it completed. I'm Alex, the founder and CEO of Pristine Transformers. My company provides peace of mind and promotes wellness through premium cleaning services to busy professionals who value their time and health. Our strategic size allows us to provide personalized, high-touch service that larger companies simply cannot match. And when I first started my cleaning business, I always found ways to actually have the competitive advantage versus bigger companies. And the biggest advantage that I wouldn't even say small cleaning business owners, but the biggest advantage that you have over like a well-established or whatever company that you may be looking at as inspiring is you are the owner and you actually get to still conversate and have touch base with your clients. There's a lot of cleaning companies where you call them and you're only going to get AI, or you're calling them and you're never going to actually speak to the CEO or the owner because that's how big they are. By all means, that's where you want to be. That's not a bad thing. But in where you are right now, where can you find the competitive advantage and actually grow? You will continuously find your competitive advantage because your brand, your business always will expand. You're not here to stay where you are now. You're not meant to be small, but you find the big perspective in where you are now. Okay. So this statement, again, is not for you to plaster on your website. It's for you to identify for yourself. And if you ever feel any mental attack, any negative thoughts against who you are, you feel down, you're having a bad week, this is something that you revisit and affirm to yourself what you do and why you're doing it and who you're doing it for. Okay. So that's part 3. Part 4, well, and then you're going to make your own, but part 4 is your implementation plan. So every tool is going to ask you and have you do reflection questions because there's no point of just reading information and not implementing it or having it in your mind. You have to have it within your mind, within your heart, so that as you go through your day, it becomes second nature in your decisions. Especially if you are thinking a certain way this whole entire time, it is going to take practice and intentional practice to be redefining how you think and how you show up in your business to be stronger. And I don't care if you're already making your 5,000 a month and you want to make 10,000, or you're making 10,000, you want 20. You are at a mindset at 25K a month. You're at a mindset of 5K a month. You need to always be stretching to open up and get to the next level. And that's numbers wise based on your vision, plan, business plan. I will never put out numbers out there to impress upon you. These numbers need to make sense to you because $5,000 is not a lot of money to someone who has, a family of 5 and X amount of car bills versus someone who's single and lives with their parents. $5,000 is a lot for them. So these numbers mean nothing if it doesn't mean something to your defined vision and design and like business design. Okay. So when you hear me say numbers, it's not to like, wow, you need to get the numbers. I'm always going to say there's a reason behind the numbers and that you only know the reason. That's why there's always implementation. And here's the implementation plan to go ahead and do everything that this tool suggests that you do. So you're going to have your daily declaration of your CEO plan, of your CEO statement set every day. And or especially when you do tasks where you feel daunting, when you feel overwhelmed, that's when you really want to be using the statement and remind yourself. Audit your language. So go back to your social medias, go back to your conversations with your clients, go back to your emails, anytime, or your marketing, your business cards, anywhere where you are promoting your business, just audit it. Make sure that you're not saying anything that belittles you, but always aligns you with the vision that you have for your business. Always, always, always. And you might think like, oh my gosh, how can I say we are the top team when it's just me? Because you, the left hand, the right hand, y'all do a good job. That's why. That's why. That's a really good team right there. Okay. Then you go to your strategic advantage definition. So you would, again, basically everything is it's just allowing you to break down as all the activities that we just went through. So I'm not gonna really go through that. So, yeah. And then you're going to commit to yourself and write and literally sign, I think it's here, sign that you are going to complete this. This is a promise to you. I'm giving you this free checklist. You're not here to prove to me. Like I may not ever meet you, but you chose to download this checklist. You said, I'm going to start a cleaning business. So commit to it, commit to you. And there you have it. That is step one, first key step. Check out tomorrow. We will go through the next one. If you want the copy of this checklist, you're just going to the private Profit Mindset Mastery Discord group, and you will be able to download this checklist. All right. Thank you. Thank you